to Jerry World, AT&T Stadium in the home of the Southwest Classic, and fans have been filling this place up for the past few hours, wrapping up the tailgate and fired up for what ought to be a sensational clash. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will take the field first. Last year, these two played a classic that those of us who remember the old Southwest Conference would be proud. But once again, we are reminded, field goals are fine. Touchdowns are way better, especially if you want to win.
I guess, Reese, you didn't like that field goal in the fourth quarter that Arkansas chose to take, but A&M did what they needed to do, go down the field. They scored the game-winning touchdown with about 9 minutes left. Arkansas didn't forget it. This is a fun matchup. We've seen it in Jerry World so many times. This matchup gets a little tasty.
Yeah, Mike Elko's defense, too, was outstanding in that game. They shut down the run. They got 3 takeaways in the game, and that really was the biggest statistic. So going into this one, Arkansas has got to do a better job having balance, but also taking care of the football.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Caught in the backfield. It's Russell. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to sneak it. Sneaks it in.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Texas A&M's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Might as well give it to him again. These two old SWC rivals might have taken a bit of a hiatus in their series, but once the Aggies came to the SEC, things ratcheted back up quickly.
Right, and that's been some of the cool side of conference expansion, right? You got this rivalry renewed from a long time ago, but since joining the conference, A&M has dominated Arkansas. Arkansas looking to get a little payback.
It always feels big when you watch this game. We've seen so many of these games in recent years being played at Jerry World, and with all the speed on the field from both sides, this is always, I think, one of the more fun games to watch every season.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
The give to the big fullback. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the big fullback. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw. It's Green. Gets away from 1. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Still running at the 40. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle, it's Jones. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Caught over the middle. It's Bussey. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He's going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
To the air. It's Reed. He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Running into the open space. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. We've reached the brink. Arkansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. And the heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Let's see what he can do with it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Aggies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. In the red area, it's Moss. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Green. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's complete to the right. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes trouble. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. Second and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And the Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking for room, it's Moss. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on first and 10. He leaves it with his back. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
Try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On the ground, it's Russell. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Buys a little time. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Hands it off. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Here on 3rd down for this offense. To the air, it's Green. Gets away, throws toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Oh, they block it. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs.
Man, I've been a holder. It's never fun to see a field goal blocked because you're so low to the ground and you have that unique perspective. You see the mountain growing in front of you. All those hands going up, and you know that kicker has got no shot. That thing is going to get blocked.
Pressure coming.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Grab near the marker. It's Bussey. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A&M comes back out with another first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Aggies!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
One more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. Good work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Razorbacks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking downfield, it's Green. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. On the play. Wants to return it. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, on paper, we wondered what this matchup might look like. And through 2 quarters of ball in the Southwest Classic, we've been treated to a fun one. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. Still 2 quarters to go in this Southwest Classic, a treasured rivalry in both Fayetteville and College Station.
The Razorbacks will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Pulls it in. It's Blake. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Escapes trouble. Finding an escape route. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Russell. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Razorbacks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Green. Keeps it going. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Here's the handoff. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
They'll give it to the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Bussey. Turning it on! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man, it's Green. Puts it out of the air. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Razorbacks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They kick it away on 4th down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Leaves it with the running back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. The give to the fullback. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The give to the fullback. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Run it with the fullback, and they're able to get him on the ground.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Green. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Blake. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Rides the back on the option to give. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Razorbacks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Russell. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Green. Fires to the big fella. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a gap. It's Washington. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the ground. He's got it again. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball.
He's got it down the right side. Off and running. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. And the Razorbacks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. They bring the punter onto the field now. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Bussey. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This dude is dealing at receiver right now, and he's going to have them yelling well past midnight.
And these receivers are the ones that scare the mess out of you. The Mike Evans that on the outside that you know they're throwing the football. And you ain't got anybody that can match up. And when the Aggies find those guys, these offenses hum like crazy.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Makes the grab. It's Moss. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now,
there he goes. Got enough space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Green. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it gets a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Razorbacks have a lot of options on second and inches. Looking for room. It's Russell. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. This time, they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
They'll line up to go for 2. Go straight ahead. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this one.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense
Makes a grab deep. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. To throw, it's Green. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. The Razorbacks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Finds his big tight end. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. With the 12th man standing at the ready, and at times it seemed as if A&M needed him, the Aggies take down the Razorbacks and win this rivalry game. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.